Bethany House is doing wonderful things in the community for domestic violence victims, but also, I used to live at the Bethany House when I was little. Okay, I know that seems like it's been around a long time because I'm really, really old, but it hasn't been around that long. It's been open since 1984, but I used to live there as a child. My mother was in a domestic violent relationship, and we were able to go to the Bethany House for long-term stay because she needed that. There are shelters here around, that are still around, that are short-term. And we need that long-term movement and that good transition to come out of a domestic violent relationship. So they were able to help her and help our family. So that's why I love being on the board, because it really means a lot to me. But whenever I say the Bethany House, sometimes people don't know what that is. So it's a hidden jewel, I feel like, for our community. However, we want people to see it a little bit more, not actually see it because it's a shelter, but actually know what it's about. But the Bethany House is in Toledo, so it's local. Can't tell you where though. But it is, I see him recording, so now I got really nervous. Stop it. No, I'm just kidding. But it is a local shelter here, and right now we have a full house. We can hold up to 30 families, like families. And we also have provided so far, since we've opened up, 200,000 safe nights for victims. And victims need that. And again, when I was little, the Bethany House was it just opened, the only long-term stay facility, and it still is today. So that's a lot of victims out there that can't find a place to stay. We only really have one. All right, and so we are just honored to be a part of this. Indeed, I was supposed to just make sure that I thank you, because we are so honored to be a part of this Cat Fest, because this type of event is wonderful because it brings domestic violence awareness, but it also keeps cats' memory alive, which is what we want to do. But also, any little bit, you guys just being here is just wonderful. When you're looking at me and I'm just talking, this is just wonderful because you're learning information about domestic violence. Domestic violence affects everybody, every single one of us, okay? The victim, we know that's easy to see, affects them because it affects them mentally, physically, but it affects their children because we know that witnessing domestic violence is abuse, okay? Because it can affect a child socially, emotionally, it affects their brain development, and it also affects their interpersonal skills. Well, those things, as we know, affect our society, our community, our country as a whole. So this is something that we can help people with. It's not anything that anybody needs to be ashamed of, even though that comes along with being a victim. But we can help people. There's resources out there, so events like this do that. So I just want to say thank you. So you can go ahead and finish the good music you're doing, okay? And we do have a resource table in the back. We'll have somebody here if you have any questions. I'll be here just for a little bit, but thank you for your time, okay? Buy raffle tickets.